Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 42 of Follow, my football manager Let's Play with Rangers. Sad this will be the last episode of this series as planned. Obviously, if you guys want to see more of this series, just let me know down in the comments. I will keep this save here, just in case you do. Going forward, any suggestions for a different kind of challenge as well, get down in the comments, and when I can get back up to uploading as the channel update suggested, I will sort that and be back. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad to be recording this episode because I was really enjoying this series, and obviously it's sort of the final sort of nail in the coffin for putting me into the situation that I have found myself in, which I didn't really want to do. Today though, we have Hibs first at Easter Road, and then the last game of the season at Celtic Park against Celtic. I might miss the Celtic game though if it's not important for the league. If the league's already gone or already won, I will miss it and we'll just go to an end of season review, just because I need to get everything into this episode, guys. I'm running out of time that I've got to do. I've just edited the last video I had to edit, which was episode 37. It was the last one I was going to do because it was the one that was going to take the most time to do. Sadly, I've just ran out of time and I couldn't edit it the way I wanted it to, so I apologise for that for the guys that watched episode 37 and then came to here. Since the last episode, I think we played Kilmarnock and we played Partificial since then and we won 6-1. Very good result. I played a sort of weakened team because I was looking at this game. Alan Eze was absolutely sensational in this game. He missed a penalty and still scored a hat-trick. Of course, the last one of that hat-trick was still a penalty. He got a penalty, missed it, and then 2 minutes later we got another penalty and he scored it. But overall, the performance, given the amount of changes I'd made, was fantastic. Kenneth Larsson in centre defence was absolutely quality. I'm very happy with that overall. I'm disappointed that the chances are we're not going to see these guys' development. I will keep this save as a personal save, I think, even if you guys want me to go into another series. Because I do enjoy this series and I would like to be able to use it to practice developing these young players. Anyway, I'm going to go select my team. We're going to go into the Hibs game in just a second. Okay guys, I pressed space one too many times and it skipped to the teams as soon as we got in, so we'll go through them first. I've gone with Chesney in goal, Baines, Tavernier at fullback, Ali Turk and Joe Gomez in defence. Milner as a holding sort of midfielder. I think he's done very good since coming in. Lewis Navarro I think has been sensational since coming back from loan. How he couldn't have got a game at a team that's struggling in the Bundesliga is beyond me, because he's been one of our best players without a shadow of a doubt. Barry Mackay and Nicholson on the wings. Nicholson's been phenomenal the last few weeks, so I felt it was right that we played him. Morrison and Rudden sort of being our two attacking threats. Media wise, Rangers are on a high and form should be enough to get them a victory. I don't think we've lost a league game in 21 games, which sort of highlights that it was a poor start to the season when we're struggling with all the European fixtures, rotating, etc. That's just sort of meant that we're not away with the league. But if you look, last season, was it last season? Certainly the season before, I can't remember how many points we had last season. Certainly the season before, we won the league with 85 points. We are currently on 85 points and we are not leading the league currently, and we've still got 4 games to go after this, so I expect that the 90 point mark will be breached for the first time in this series. I think the first season was the highest with Hibs on Celtic on 89. But yeah, the fact that Hibs are this close to us when we are on title winning points at this stage is phenomenal, and it is really good to see that Hibs have improved. It's not very often you see a team that, regardless of how good a team Hibs had for the Championship, it's still very rare you see a team coming up and they maintained the challenge their first season. The second season they've peeled off a bit and then they're back this season, and it's very, very refreshing to see a team that has came up actually pushing for a title so close after coming up. I'm just going to apply the normal team advice. I'm not actually going to mark anyone tightly because I feel that didn't work the last time. We have to win today, that's the other thing. Because of Hibs having that game in hand and goal difference advantage, I don't think a draw is going to be that good. I mean, we have scored a lot of goals in other games, so we can maybe turn around the goal difference. So a draw maybe wouldn't be the worst result in the world. Obviously depending on how Hibs get on in that game in hand. But I would expect them to win it. I can't remember who they're playing. So overall, let's hope that we can get a result. So free kick to us with Tavernier to Bain. Sorry for the long pause there, my cat decided to eat my fish. And Nicholson's shot, it took about 4 deflections and went in. Nicholson will claim it. So 1-0 up after 6 minutes at Easter Road, which is a very positive start to this game. So nothing much happening now, of course. I'm not going to change anything tactically. Leighton Baines has just picked up an injury. We have no other left backs fit. That is frustrating. Joe Gomez can play there. I'm actually just going to keep him on till half time. I hope he can last till then. I'll move Joe Gomez out to left back at half time and put in Devlin at right centre back. So I'm going to calmly say we have played well, but there's room for improvement. The old standard. So Devlin in for Baines, and Devlin and Gomez swap, and I'm going to calmly give a bit of faith just to try and get some extra green, particularly now when we're playing in a way that we've got a centre back effectively at left back, but he's our only option to play that position. So hopefully Leighton Baines isn't out for too long. This doesn't feel like a pointless highlight. Sorry, I'm just having to deal with that cat again, guys. I don't really want to pause it mid-game. I'm trying to get so much done, and it's just not working. Going to bring on Posibon for Barry Mackay, who's not had a good game. In fact, Zach Rudden's actually had a horror show as well, so I'm actually going to bring Posibon on for Rudden. I've gone back to that advanced forward formation. I think I covered it in the last episode as well, just because I felt that going to the complete forward was maybe part of the problems with all our front players suddenly having low ratings. Oh, he's in a lot of space. It's Lee Hodgson, our former player, of course. He's found Yankto. Great challenge from Tavernier, but falls to a Hibs short, and they've got bodies forward here. This is worrying. The man should have cut it across, but he didn't. Can we make any more subs? I'm going to bring on Rossiter for Milner. Cummings with the ball. Rossiter is equal to him and clears brilliantly for Nicholson. He's got Posibon ahead, but he goes alone. That is absolutely disgusting. I have no real words for that. Again, I'm going to apologise for maybe the quality being a bit lower these last sort of 10 videos or so. It's just the way it sort of worked out for me trying to get to a point that would make a routine end point. And that looks like that's going to wrap up this game, which gives us a good chance in the title if we do not concede a late winner here. Let's just hope it's a pointless full-time highlight or a goal for us. It is a pointless full-time highlight. We have won at Easter Road. That puts us 6 points clear of Hibs, who do have a game in hand, but that is absolutely monstrous for our title challenge. It was a scrappy goal, but we'll take it nonetheless. I will be back in just a minute with either the Celtic game or the end of season review. And we're back, guys. I've just came straight to the end of season review. The league was won a couple of games ago. Hibs started dropping points. They drew a couple of games, I think, against Celtic and Hearts. Confirmed. After the Hearts game, we didn't even play until the next day, but we're confirmed champions, so I just got on with it. Just try to save some time. Just played some youth players, and in general I was sort of more focusing on getting the YouTube side sorted out, so if this is a bit laggy I do apologise. It's basically just that, where's selection info, there it is. So basically I just started doing the thumbnails and starting to upload videos as well, trying to get all that out as quickly as I could, because I am running out of time. I've still got all these videos to upload, and I've still got this one to render obviously as well, so time is now getting to the essence. So appearance wise, Wojciech Szczesny, hardly surprising, he played the most games. Technically Morrison played in more, because he had 4 off the bench, which would take up my 55. Barry Mackay, Tavernier and Rudden the next in the list. Goal wise, Run top goal scorer with 33, 17 for Unkadu and Mackay, who obviously had penalties, and 12 for Ravel Morrison. 7 for Posibon assist wise, 15 for Mackay, 14 for Morrison, 13 for Unkadu, 11 for Sam Nicholson, who had a lot less game time than those around him, 9 for Rudden, 7 for Posibon. So a good season overall. Rating wise, Kenneth Larson, we're going to ignore that, is top. Michael Devlin, Tavernier, Ozturk, Fahadel and Enzi will ignore as well. Iorfa will ignore. Unkadu and Joe Gomez, who we won't ignore. So some good average ratings there, but look, to even get under a 7, you're all the way down at Christian Norberg, who played 6 games, which is actually pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting him to get any sort of game time this season. He played 6 and done very well. I think some of them might have been in the under 20s in the Challenge Cup thing. Premiership wise, yeah, we'll start with team detailed, I think. Possession, highest average possession with 56, most penalties taken, only scored 5 of them of course, but that's fine. Games won in a row, we'll not include all that. Scored in a row we'll not worry about. Without conceding we'll not worry about. Minutes and last goals, so again, top of a lot more goals than anyone else. Pass completion, fairly average. Joint top with Hamilton. Crosses completed, we were top of that. Goals from corners, we were top of that again, slightly less than last season but still top. Goals from direct free kicks, similar story, slightly less than last season but still top by a long way. Goals from indirect free kicks, we scored 5, which is a wee bit away from Hibs. Pass completion, we were second behind Hibs with 80%, with a lot less completed passes, which surprises me. Shots on target ratio, we had the highest. Shots on target, we had the second highest. Fouls against, second highest, again only 1 foul against us, less than Hibs. Dribbles per game, we'll not worry. Conceding, we conceded a lot more than Hibs. That's where Hibs were sort of so much better than us this year. My tactic isn't that defensively minded, so it's not really a surprise, I guess, but still, would expect to be one of the better teams. We are obviously still second best, but to be that much behind the best team worries me a little. Conceded from corners, we only conceded the 1. Conceded from direct free kicks, we only conceded the 1. Indirect free kicks, we conceded 7, which is a worry. Clean sheets, we had 14 compared to Hibernians, it's 27. Average attendance, 49,850, which is second, only behind a team that had 10,000 extra capacity. We do lead the capacity race, capacity by attendance, and we've done that on a £10 million per year salary. Player detailed wise, we have, we'll ignore all that. Zach Run, top goal scorer. Finally we have a top goal scorer. Minutes per goal, 85 minutes per goal. I think it was down as 50 for most of the season, and he sort of dropped his form towards the end. Most shots on target by percentage. Team goals, we'll ignore. Penalties, we'll ignore. Assists, Sam Nicholson, Barry Mackay and Ravel Morrison all up there. Key passes, Ravel Morrison right up there, Barry Mackay about there as well. So I will leave that at that for this episode, guys, and probably this series. Thank you very much for all your support and all your time watching this series. You've got no idea how much it means to me. I will be back. Please bear with me until I can get sorted out, and I will hopefully catch you in the near future.